Hi everyone, good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. Okay, on my end, it's showing live video is starting. So I'm just going to give it a few moments. All right, I'm live. Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? And today I'm once again back with a really wonderful and awesome topic. It is called What is Twin Flame Mirroring? I'm just going to give it a few more moments until I delve right into the topic. Till then, say hi, show me that you are here. Thank you all for joining me every week. Hey Tessa, so happy to see you. See, I get so excited when I see my friends. Hey love. So tell me, how is your weekend? Hey Henry, you see? Every time I see my friends, I get so excited. Thanks for joining. It really motivates me because I do this live right just an hour after I get off after I wake up. So I'm like, hi Bharati, I'm good. How are you? Hey, beautiful Tessa. Hey, Amy. You guys are my regulars and I love it. Yes, I'm well rested. You can see it. Oh, that's good. That's good. All the best with your moving and everything is going to turn out well. So, what have you all been up to? In terms of the twin flame collective energies, oh man, this has been the most intense week. Like it's not been easy for a lot of divine feminines out there. Oh, thanks, Henry. I'm going to read out Henry's comment just to make myself even more happier. You are so awesome to share your wonderful energy with us. Oh, thank you. It is my pleasure, and I'm so happy to see you all. And so we are all sharing wonderful energies. Hi, Mahit. So happy to see you. So I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions about what twin flame mirroring is. And in fact, yes, Bharati, my time zone and your time zone are probably the closest. Yes. So it's probably morning right there. It's 7:03, so I'm guessing it's about 10 or 11 in New Zealand. Oh, Amy, it's okay. You can always watch it under albums, under videos. You'll be able to see any of my lives if you have missed them. Oh, but yes, you have been trying to distance yourself from twin flames, and yes, guys. Sometimes distance is important because it helps you create healthy boundaries, and because there's so much on twin flames and the collectives and so much. Yes, 12 p.m. Yes, 5 hours. You're 5 hours ahead of me. Hello, Eva. So happy to see you here today. Yes, Henry, it was really intense. I don't even know where to start. I thought February was the month of intensity, but March is a different kind of intensity. So, tapping into the energies, what I noticed is there's a huge gap between the divine feminines and the divine masculines, and it's all intentional. It's all part of the divine plan. So what is happening is the divine masculine has not really foregone their path, but rather they have decided to enjoy the material side of things. So, many of you, if you have not heard from your divine masculine, they are probably partying or holidaying or hanging out with their friends. Living life to the fullest, which is good because you're probably getting energies from that excitement and enthrallment. On the other hand, the divine feminines are what you call, they are they are doing what you call the inner search. So divine feminines are looking within, and divine feminines are trying to understand what's happening from inside. Hi, Annalisa. So happy to see you. So, I'm just talking about the energies of this week and how intense it has been. So, you may feel a kind of disconnect with your divine masculine this week, But do not fret, it's all part of the process. And this is the point of our contrast, So divine feminines are searching within, and divine masculines are searching externally. But you know what? It forms a perfect whole, as we are all part of a perfect puzzle. All right, I think we've got a good number. I know when it's March, it's like we are 1 quarter into the year, and work is crazy for everyone, and the excitement dies down a little. Anyway, let's go back to twin flame mirroring. Twin flame mirroring is very interesting because many people literally think that twin flame mirroring. Hi, Melanie. Okay, I'm going to read Henry's comment. And Melanie, thank you so much for being here. Means a lot. So happy. In fact, I'm so happy to see all of you all. You all are amazing, and I'm really grateful that you're all here. It's probably late night for a lot of you, morning for some of you, but you guys are a great group, and that's why I stick to this timing, even though it's early for me, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So it's 7:07 here. So I'm going to read Henry's comment. Oh, that is interesting. It feels like it is a bit opposite. Yes, it's completely opposite. I resonate with the DM energy, and I think my DM is more in DM. Yeah, yes, I think so too, Henry. Yes. Sometimes that's what happens, and that is so cool. We have been good. Amy says, we have been good. I've been able to focus on me, and he's focusing on him. It's actually been calmer for us because of no expectations. We are talking and seeing each other, so things are, oh, that's so lovely to hear. Thanks for sharing that with us, Amy. And having no expectations is the best thing you can do for yourself in this twin flame journey, because if you have expectations or timelines or deadlines or union chasing mindset, then you are far, far, far away from the journey. Henry, I'm still deciding if I want to go partying in a bit or not still tonight at 2 a.m. Some friends ask me, you should so go for it. That is the energy, Henry. After my life, though. But then it might be too late. Don't they close the clubs at like 4 a.m.? So you do what is best for you. Anyway, back to the topic. So those of you who have just joined in, I was just talking about the energies of this week, of how the divine feminine and divine masculine energies have been in the opposite end. Divine feminines have been going through a inner search, and the divine masculines are doing what you call externalizing life through enjoyment, partying, living their best lives with their friends, and really, really. So you have to understand that partying is not bad. You are still happy, and ultimately it's about raising your vibration. It doesn't matter how you raise your vibration. As long as you are in alignment, attuned, and living your best life, you are raising your vibration. So back to twin flame mirroring. Now we've got a good 13 people. I'm so excited. I think the last few weeks we were a bit down. Probably it was my timing. I feel like this is the best timing to hold lives. All right. So twin flame mirroring is not literal. So many people have this misconstruction that twin flame mirroring means that if you are sad, your twin flame is sad. If you are happy, your twin flame. That is literal meaning. Actually, twin flame mirroring is as complex as you trying to avoid something in your life, and your twin flame mirrors it back to you. So let me share this example with you. So for example, you have been enrolled in this course for many, many years, and you have been procrastinating it for many, many years. And so what does that show? A lack of interest, fear, some form of annoyance. So, hey Teresa, so happy to see you. I know you're in Vegas partying. You see, all of my beautiful friends here are all partying. Sabrina, he parties. I don't anymore. Just once in a while I have a glass of wine. So partying doesn't mean you have to go full out. As long as you're enjoying life and living life to in the moment and to the fullest, that itself will elevate your vibration. Okay, yeah, back to twin flame mirroring. So example, you're avoiding something, or you are in a career where you're just not interested. So the chances of your twin flame telling you, I'm not interested in you, is going to surface. And this is what is twin flame mirroring. So, and you don't change your pattern. You're still working, but you're still not interested and you're not putting it out. And look into it. Like, why are you not interested? Is it fear? What is it that's preventing you from embracing that aspect of your life? So once you figure that out, your divine masculine is going to change his narrative of I'm not being interested to you in I am actually giving this a try. So this is what happens. Mirroring is actually highly complex in twin flame connections. Karen, I think we both mirror each other, afraid getting heartbroken. Yeah, so you're probably mirroring each other, but you have to, the clues of finding out what twin flame mirroring is and trying to hack it is actually in your life, like happening right now. Annalisa, I had some family stuff come up to surface this week. So I think there was some mirroring, which I needed to heal. Yes, absolutely. So that is another aspect of mirroring as well. So while you are having some family stuff coming up, your divine masculine might be having something similar. It might not be exact mirroring, but it could be some other issues that's popping up. And that's why sometimes the joint healing that happens really rubs off one another. So back to that whole concept. So example, look at your life, analyze your life. What are the things that you're paying attention to? What are the things that you're avoiding? So this is what your divine masculine or your twin flame is going to lead you to look into. Teresa, I wanted to kick in and say soulmates definitely soulmates can mirror each other too, and the only difference between twin flames and soulmates and karmics or any other connection is the intensity. So going back to the basics, a twin flame is a soul split into two, and one encompasses the divine masculine and one encompasses the divine feminine. And that is the reason why no matter how much you run away from each other, the bond is eternal. Whereas with other soul connections, there's still a bond because we're all ultimately connected, we're all one, but it is less stronger. So that is the difference. So there is mirroring, but in different levels and different intensities. So back to twin flame mirroring. Let's see what Amy says. I think mirroring is one of these things I notice the most in our relationship. I think that's the part I find the most exhausting. Fear and insecurities for him and I for sure. I'm sure others as well, but these are the root. Yes, but I want you guys to take a step back and actually look within what exactly mirroring is. So for those of you all who feel like you're constantly being rejected by your divine masculine, or being shown a lack of interest, or being not being treated or not having the ability to meet them, I want you to look into your life. What is it that you're avoiding? Are you avoiding something that you're afraid to do? So I see it this way. So example, you are in this job and you don't want to give it all, but you're still there. So your divine masculine is the same. He's still there, but he doesn't want to give it all. So you see, it mirrors back to your life. So the twin flame is a mirror to make you look back and reflect on how you are embracing your life. So the magic actually happens when you make a shift in your own life. So example, you start showing more interest in your career or your surroundings or something that you have been avoiding, and that interest level is going to be reflected back into your to your twin. So your twin will start to show more interest, and then you'll be like, wow, all this while this puzzle was right in front of me. And then you go back to the fact was, why wasn't I not very interested in my current life? What was preventing me from leading my full life? Was it fear? Was it insecurity? Was it this discomfort? So your twin flame is mirroring that back. So that's why you are forced to face your greatest fears, your insecurities. And once you work through them a bit by bit, you're going to see a shift and change in your divine masculine. And this change is not them, but it is actually you. Your twin flame is actually helping you allowing catharsis to take place. I'm going to see. Yes, I'm definitely been avoiding this family issue because it is very hard. Exactly. And this is why twin flame mirroring is extremely intense. You are like, you, you are technically pushed to face and deal with your greatest fears. And until you do, it's going to keep mirroring back. So if you keep avoiding it, your twin flame is going to keep avoiding you. If you keep procrastinating, your twin flame is going to procrastinate any kind of meeting or communication with you. So that's how you hack twin flame mirroring. In fact, I should change the topic to how do you hack twin flame mirroring. So I hope you guys are all good and kick in your questions. So I'll go back to to what exactly and how mirroring works. So so it's not like you're partying and he's partying, you know. It's not a perfect mirroring. You're not doing the same thing. That is not really mirroring. What mirroring is when you look at yourself in the mirror, you look at your reflection, right? So your twin flame is a reflection of you to become the best version of yourself. Having said that, if you continue with old patterns, then you're not going to see a change in your twin flame connection. So if you do not change for the better or evolve for the better, then you're going to be stagnated in these energies. So for instance, your twin flame keeps mirroring. I know I'm using this I'm not interested example, but I wanted to use this because when your twin flame says, I am not interested to you, I want you to go back to your life and see what aspect of your life you are not interested in and why you're not interested in. Is it because of fear? So if it's because of fear, so that is what's preventing your twin flame from being interested in you. It's fear. So for example, you adore this thing. You know, you have been wanting to do this for a long time, but you're just afraid to delve in. And you want to do it, you got to do it. So that's what's happening with your twin flame as well. He wants to do it, he wants to be with you, but so it mirrors back that insecurity, it mirrors back that fear. So that is actually what mirroring is. Oh, thank you, Liana. So that's why there's another thing that happens a lot with the twin flame collective: stalking. So what happens is when you are stalking, it causes discomfort to your divine masculine. So why do you stalk? Like, I want you to analyze the behavior because you want to know what he's up to. And when you do get the information, you get triggered. So I want you to go back to that pattern and frequency of what exactly it is, and then see how it mirrors back to your divine masculine. So if you're looking at pictures of your divine masculine and feeling extremely happy and feeling extremely happy for him, then he's going to mirror that back to you. But instead, if you're going to have streams of fear and insecure, oh my goodness, is he with another girl, has he gone dating, has he moved on, is he not thinking about it, your DM is going to reflect that back to you. So that's how mirroring works. And hacking mirroring is not going to be an easy path. Hacking mirroring starts from within. First things first, my advice would be to actually go deal with things in your life that you have been avoiding. So example, if you have been avoiding that gym membership that you took up, go to the gym, face your fears. It might be hard, but get started. If there is a job that you're in but you're not passionate about and you need to make a change, go make that change. If there's a family member you have been avoiding or a family issue that you're not able to deal with because it's not easy, if you show some kind of effort, you are going to see a change. So that's how it works, guys. If you make changes in your life, there is going to be a change. Oh yes, yes, yes. That's true, Amy. Yeah. And that is a good level of detachment, and that is a good level of healthy boundaries, which I have discussed in my other videos, which may you may want to check out in my album. And I know it has become a bit serious, but let's go back to the fun of it. How do you hack mirroring? So it boils down. Like I remember long ago when I was in the early stages of discovering I was on a twin flame journey, and I had friends who were already in the journey for a couple of years. So whenever I'll be like, oh, my DM is not talking to you, be like, look at your life. What is it that you have been avoiding? And what is it that you have not been doing? And true enough, when I go and analyze and evaluate, and things would just change. And this is how you get yourself closer to union. So that's the reason. And it's not easy dealing with our issues and past life. Everything will start cropping up. That's why after meeting your twin flame, everything intensifies. Everything, like whatever you have been fearing, whatever that you have been avoiding, everything. That's what also induces the dark night of the soul, which I have talked about in my previous video, which you may want to check out as well. So it is during this time, like guidance or a healing or activation may help, but you still have to understand that it's your own journey and you have to figure it out yourself. You have to feel it, and that is why surrendering to God and praying to God comes in, because you are in so much suffering and you're not able to understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling. One of my clients asked me this question, I'm thinking about my twin flame obsessively all the time, and it truly feels different from all my other connections, and I just don't know what to do with it. And the reason why you're thinking about them is because your one soul split into two bodies, so you are going to come back to each other at every point. So, guys, throw in the questions, because I feel like a lot of people are leaving. So, I think the topic is getting a bit boring. It has helped me to do the mirror exercise. I've really been able to work on myself by doing that, especially during the time we weren't talking. I still use it. So, Amy, can you share a bit more about the mirror exercise so that I know that when I talk about it, we are on the same page? So, guys, there are different kinds of exercises that you can do as well that will help. But ultimately, you have to really, really face yourself. And that is what twin flame mirroring essentially is. A mirror. Your twin flame is a mirror to see your own self. Like literally, take it literally. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking what ways I can improve myself. What are the things that I'm lacking? What are the fears that I should be working on? Another thing is, another good example is for divine feminines, especially your body issues, your body image. So whenever you feel I don't love myself, your twin flame is going to mirror that back to you. They are not going to love you because you don't love yourself. When you don't love yourself, when you don't treat yourself with dignity and respect, how are they going to treat you? And that is the reason why twin flame mirroring is very important in this journey. So I'm going to go back to Amy. If I feel rejected, then what I'm rejecting or what I'm rejecting in myself. Okay, yes. So this is a very popular mirror exercise. So you have to like figure out what is it you're doing and then figuring it out how it's connected to your twin flame. Karen, thank you. I keep thinking I have done the work and even pay for healing work to help him, but keep unknowingly trigger him. So clearly I need to work on myself more. So you have to also understand that you think that you're doing all this, but you need to know where it comes from. You come from the highest intentions, but your divine masculine might not be ready yet. So the pressure itself, even though it's not intentional, may reflect back as a mirroring thing, because when you're throwing this pressure, hoping to see how much you're able to support him, that that energy stream might, but most of the time it doesn't, and that's why twin flame healings are really good. I do offer some as well, so do check out my page. I can also do a customized healing for you and your twin, but always remember, every healer, we ask permission from your twin flame's higher self before the healing is conducted. Sometimes they may not be okay with it, which we would inform you so as to what you want to do, but at most times they may also be ready for it. So you are doing great by actually sending healing and helping him, but sometimes it may trigger because they may feel like we are intervening too much. So yeah, going back to Amy, so then I asked myself what I'm rejecting, what I can do to help that, and how I can love me. Yes, so that's how you actually hack mirroring. So if you feel like your twin flame is not talking to you, I want you to look into your life. What aspect of your life have you been ignoring or avoiding, and what is your intention behind that? Karen, I'll answer Karen's question quickly. I think I need to work more on my self love too. Yes, it boils down to self love. So when you really, really, really love yourself, then you wouldn't be seeking the love of your TF. Even though we will be doing, because we are one soul, right? So, yes, Karen, keep working on it. You are doing great. You are healing beautifully. You are sending so much love to your DM. Don't think that he doesn't know. Sometimes he may be triggered because of his own issues that he may be mirroring back to you, but sometimes it's their own because we are in separate bodies. So, our issues will be different, not at all times, but at some times. Bhardi, my TF and I work at the same school, and I've been playing with the kids a lot at lunchtime, hopscotch, etc., tag, etc., having lots of fun. And I've noticed that he's joining in playing games with the kids too. Yes, in fact, that is perfect mirroring because you are actually vibrating on the same frequency. So that's what is mirroring back. So, in fact, thanks for sharing that example because then I wanted to focus on the positive aspect of mirroring as well. Because all this while we are talking about healing and evolving. So, yes. So, you see, it goes back to your energy stream and energy frequency. And when you actually play with the kids, you are in it 100%. You're completely passionate, and that energy is so addictive that your twin flame mirrors that back to you. So that's a good sign to show that you're on the right track in terms of mirroring and hacking the mirroring and heading towards union. And honestly, Amy, and honestly, after talking to him, he says that it isn't me. It was him not feeling that he has a right to the relationship. We heal each other, so it's also them. Yes, exactly. So it's not a one way thing. They are also going through it. So when they are telling you stuff like they are not interested, they are also feeling that in their life. There's some things that they are avoiding. So it's like this pyramid, it's the same issue, but you guys are expressing it differently, and you are showing it to each other in a different way. So that's why I want you to observe their words. If you're in communication, what exactly are they telling you? I want you to observe their behavior. What exactly are they trying to tell you? And then I want you to look within and observe what you have been feeling lately. Like, have you been feeling sad? Have you been avoiding something, or have you been feeling a little less passionate? So that's what your twin flame is probably feeling as well, but in a different way. So that's why it goes back to mirroring back to one another, and then healing and evolving and growing and figuring things out. So example, if you're extremely happy, that bounces off back. Marlene, maybe the next time I think my boyfriend is cheating. All right. So just a quick note on twin flames, because twin flame is a highly spiritual and a divine connection. So if there are red flags such as cheating, dishonesty, then you will have to really get a twin flame check done to confirm that that person is your twin flame, because it is very rare or not at all where you guys mirror back that kind. So at most you might just mirror back commitment, like you might not be committing to yourself, so you're not committing to your twin flame, but it wouldn't be something such as cheating or abuse or anything like that. So we just have to because now this is a general video, I won't be able to go in depth. So, Marlene, you may want to consider having a closer look. Sometimes there's also this illusory perceptive that you may be feeling like he's cheating on you, but he may not. But you have to closely analyze it. You can always book a paid healing or guidance session with me or anyone or anybody else that you are drawn to. But always remember, guys, I in fact did a video last week that in a twin flame connection, it is never unhealthy. Whatever that happens in a twin flame connection pushes you to become the best version of yourself. So of course there are going to be challenges, but you have to draw a thin line between stuff like abuse, cheating, dishonesty, all that. Then so twin flames may be dishonest, but not in this kind of ways. So that could be like, you may be like, hey, I want to hang out, and they may be like, oh, I'm not, I don't want to hang out with you, or I have something on. So then it goes back to, what are you avoiding in life? Have you been telling people in your life that you don't want to hang out with them? So it goes back to that kind of thing. Then Marlin, because there are a lot of people who do twin flame checks, and sometimes you may want to get yourself rechecked as well. What I'm just saying is healthy boundaries, as long as you're not being hurt, abused, or feeling completely drained. Another thing is being drained. If you're feeling drained when you're in your twin, if you perceive it's a twin flame connection, then it is not a twin flame connection at all. In fact, in this group, Melinda and I specialize in doing twin flame checks, because for me, I access your Akashic record, so that's the reason why it is accurate, and Melinda consults the angels, and that's the reason why. Another thing is different people use a different methodology to check twin flame checks here. In fact, me, Melinda, Joanna, quite a number of us do twin flame checks, but Melinda and I tend to specialize in it. But it doesn't matter, Marlene, whether your person is a twin flame or not. What I can give you is that you are not going to mirror back cheating. So, example, if your boyfriend is cheating on you, it's not something that you are doing wrong that he's cheating. If you really want to go into finer analysis, it could be like, no, it just doesn't work in twin flame connections. Anyway, back to mirroring. And Amy's comment, we feel each other, we are the light for them by being the light for ourselves. Yes, absolutely. The crazy part was we connected. Yes, that's what, Marlene, I'm saying. You won't cheat back. So that's why mirroring doesn't really work in that way. So mirroring is basically things that you are not paying attention to, or if you, for example, you're doing something right in your life, that will mirror back to your twin as well. So for example, you're living your best life, you are enjoying your work, you're enjoying spending time with your friends, your family, that's going to mirror back to your twin as well. Yes, Amy, that's a good point. The only thing that made me think I was a TF was because I feel charged with him and not drained. Everyone else makes me feel drained. He's the only one who doesn't. So there are things like that, right? So as long as a connection is not empowering, not beneficial to your well-being, that it's always good to re-evaluate and analyze. Another thing is, don't ever think that just because it has to be a twin flame connection for you to live. There's so many other beautiful connections out there, soulmates, brand new connections. So always don't keep your box Keep it. So example, not all twin flames are meant to be in union. Some are here on mission, which I've explained in my previous videos as well. So don't ever feel like you have to be with your twin flame. It doesn't work that way. It is, if union is on the cards, then union will definitely happen. But it goes back, so Marlene, it goes back to your spirituality, your connection with God. So when you're feeling this way about your boyfriend, just go keep on praying and seek guidance from God as to how you're going to navigate from this issue. Because it's not easy, especially when you feel like, okay, cheating is happening. So pray to God, completely surrender and ask God, is this person the right person for me? Am I going to be happy? And then you will definitely get your questions answered. Oh wow, it's already 34 minutes. I'm only going to go on for another 15 more minutes, guys. So if you guys got any more questions, please let me know. And twin flame mirroring is one of my favorite topics because when one embarks on the twin flame journey for the first time and they google up what twin flame mirroring is, they will never understand it. It takes years of experience, input from others who are on this journey, and your own self-realization to actually get what twin flame mirroring is. Twin flame mirroring is a beautiful thing if you view it if you view it in a way that shows that it empowers you. So Bharati's question, does body language count as mirroring? Yeah, that is one level of mirroring. Definitely, that's actually building rapport. I learned it in a course 15 years ago. If you really want people to like you, you go to their level of. So, for example, the highest level is breathing. If you can attune your breathing with that person, they will be subconsciously attracted, drawn to you. So, example, you keep doing this, and look, if someone keeps doing that and then you keep doing that, chances are they will come and talk to you because it's a subconscious mirroring going on. So yes, in twin flame connections you can share that as well, Bharati, so maybe pay more attention to that. Teresa, even when I'm in a bad mood at work, A reads me like a book. It's important to go label free, and for me, I know it's a special love I feel for A. Even when I was upset at a couple of weeks ago, he made me laugh in an effort to cheer me up. Yes, so Teresa made an excellent point. Whatever connection, if it's a strong connection, you are telepathically connected. And when you're telepathically connected, you know that you can talk to their higher selves. So this is what I shared in my previous videos as well. Like, how do you connect to your twin flames higher selves and higher self, and how do you build a healthy boundary, and how do you actually communicate with your twin flames higher self, and how that brings you back to connecting with their 3D self. So when you have a strong connection with your twin flames higher self, it does flow back into their 3D body. So Amy, but yes, the reason I won't check his FB is not because he's cheating, but because it triggers me to go there. Yes, actually I want to touch more on that. Thanks, Amy, thanks for raising that. So I want to go back. So example, you go to your DM's Facebook and he's partying with a group of friends, and then there's a female there, and you think, what if something happens between them? What if there's so many what ifs, and then you have to analyze these triggers. Why are you feeling so triggered? So one of the most common reasons is being hurt by love in the past. Another reason is you, as a female, you're just protective. Oh no, what happens? So it goes back to some of the past life issues that has not been dealt with. So that's why it's good not to actually go and check their social media. But if you are in a good place and healthy enough to differentiate and see things from a state of watchfulness, then it's fine. But if you're going to be triggered, yeah. So Amy, Marlene, you might actually be feeling an insecurity like Amy says as well. But if it is truly cheating, then you may want to reevaluate the connection. But if you think he's cheating on you, then it might be your own insecurity that's projecting. So thanks, Amy, for the point. And Amy has told me that he won't look at mine because he doesn't like guys on my page. Obviously, I'm not seeing them. This is 100% true, because I've had divine feminines telling me when they are in their separation phase, they are divine masculine stops looking at their social media. And in the past, they used to look at every story that they post. So one of my clients actually had a setting that only he could see the stories, and he would be like the first one every time she posted something. And then after that, she told him that she liked him, and he was like, no, I'm not interested in you. And then he just stopped. They are still figuring out union, and they're on and off. But the interesting bit is he has not looked to her story. So something in her stories trigger him. So it's quite cool. Yes. So yes, Amy, you're right. So it is self-love and own body image. So I know this now. Yes, absolutely. So my friend or client kept asking me, so why is he not looking at my stories anymore? Why? And I'm like, why did you ask that why question yourself? Why do you want him to look at it? Like, there is something there energetically that is not in alignment. So it goes back to alignment. When you're not aligned, there will be a longer distance, a deeper distance between you and your twin flame. So, Marlene, sending you heaps of love, and I hope things get better and things get resolved. Amy, he never liked my stuff, but always watched my stories first. Yes. So yeah. So that's good. And sometimes men are interesting creatures. Sometimes they. So that's when the blocking happens as well. But a true twin flame never blocks. So you have to look at it. And blocking can also be, they are trying to block you off their mind, because I was telling you about the obsessive thinking, right? So sometimes they just want to get you off their mind, not because they don't want you, or they just can't deal with it. Like, why is this person on my mind all the time? Peta, oh my god, mine used to constantly watch mine, especially during first separation. This time he isn't at all. You see, that's what I mean. They will be watching, and then suddenly they won't be watching, and you'll be like, what is that? What is it that you're. So it's something that is. So actually, it's a good thing if they don't watch, or if they watch. So you just have to come to a state where it doesn't affect you anymore, because that is the lesson there, whether you're being triggered and affected by their actions. So, for instance, another clear-cut indicator that your twin flame is your twin flame is you have not seen each other, you're not in communication, and then you bump into them. What is your first reaction? Usually, in a normal connection, you'll be like, oh, this person disrespects me, I'm just going to ignore him. But in a twin flame connection, you will forget everything, and that moment you bump into each other, you will just give each other a hug, and you will smile, and you will be like, hey, how are you guys? And then walk away, because that is the purity of the connection. And mirroring is beautiful, but you have to have the wisdom to look at it beautifully. Mine mentioned telecommunication the other day, and I didn't know how to respond. So probably he's trying to communicate with your higher self. So that beautiful example Bharati shared as well, like how she has been in her full zone of playing with the kids, and how he's mirroring that back. That is a beautiful, positive example. So do your own thing. So example, if there's a book you want to write, go write your book. Chances are your twin will do the same thing. Not write a book, but do something that he's passionate about, because that is the energy that you're mirroring to one another. So, for example, another thing is there's another thing that that just came to my mind. In a real twin flame connection, there will never be, I want to take revenge on you. So, for example, oh, you treated me this way, I'm going to treat you that way. Oh, so you blocked me, Now I'm going to block you back. That kind of streams don't really happen. That actually happens with karmics. Mine isn't watching either, but now Vaish told me he could even be using another account watching me. Although I hope that would not be, but yeah, that happens, and that probably happens once in a while because they just want to see how you're doing out of pure, genuine concern. But they don't want you to know. The whole point is they don't want you to know that you know that they are watching you. You get what I mean? You see, because in their head they are like, oh, I don't want them to know, because they become extremely shy and protective. So yeah, so Henry, he may be watching you on and off, but hoping that you do not find out. So you see, that's fun, right? Yes. So you have to learn from mirroring most of the time. You have to learn something. There's something from the mirroring. So that's why step one, always do a check within. What is it that you have? Like example, there is something that your twin says or behaves, or the distance. I want you to check within to see what is it that you have been avoiding. Why is there a distance? Why is your twin flame ignoring you, or not communicating with you? What is it within that you're not communicating with yourself? Thankfully, he hasn't deleted or blocked me. I see that as a positive. Yes, it usually doesn't happen, the blocking or deletion, because it shows that it's still a healthy connection. I like use the mirroring because, like I mentioned, it makes me realize what I need to work on myself. Like you said, my career situation is that fear is highlighted, and that is a theme. That is actually a theme for Divine Feminine. So, example, you really love your job, but you are just afraid to take on that leadership role or delve deeper into expanding your potential in your career, and that's exactly what your DM is doing. They don't want, they are afraid. So, what is it that prevents you from exploring your full potential? Most of the time, it's fear, it's insecurity, fear of being judged, fear of being rejected. So your DM is probably mirroring all of that, because to your DM you are this goddess, who has full of life, and it's like, I don't want to screw things over for this angel. So that's how their thinking is. But you might be thinking that, oh, you see, they don't even want to talk to me. Am I ugly? Is that something that I'm lacking? Is that something that other women have? So that is, and then it goes back to them where they think, oh, I'm not good enough for her, maybe I'm not good looking enough for her, maybe she can do better. So you see, that goes up and down. So you have to feel good about yourself. You have to look at yourself in the mirror literally and say that, I love you, you look amazing, I love every single thing about you, your voice, your eyes, your nose, your lips. I am going to own this day. And then you go to work and you do the same thing. Whatever is it, I am going to go delve right in. If it's that promotion I'm working towards, I'm not going to be afraid. I am going to put it to the table that I want that promotion. And then you're going to see changes. Another thing is avoiding. So you may have taken a course which you're avoiding for years. Go do it, go complete it, guys, and then your DM will come back to you and be like, so you were not interested in that aspect of your life, and now that you're interested in it, I am interested in you. So that's how it works. It's so interesting. So you can't attach this words to a particular person, but rather it's the energy. So it's the energy of lack of interest. So when your twin shows an energy of a lack of interest, there is something in your life that you're doing that you are lacking interest, and then you have to go back. What is it that you're lacking interest? Why is it that you're lacking interest? And that is the answer. So if it is fear, then you know that your twin flame is also afraid, and that's why he's not showing interest. So he loves you, that's why you're even there. But why is it that you're not? So affirmations are amazing. Like what I said, the mirror exercise, you can go to the mirror and actually talk to yourself and say how wonderful you are. And that is just going to elevate you. Exactly. He's me, I'm him. So how am I behaving this way? So yes, so that's how you mirror back. So um I was actually reading up about this. I was reading this article a couple of weeks back. Why would twin flames do this to one another? So you have to understand that Earth is highly dense, and most twin flames have already been union in a lot of lifetimes. For some twin flames, this is the first time that they are going to unite. But when you come to Earth, there is no distinction. Everyone is one. We all come in with amnesia. Some of us remember. That's when it helps a little, but we all sacrifice our powers and memories to come to Earth. So that's why twin flame mirroring actually distinguishes this connection from other connections. Because twin flame mirroring's intention is to become the best version of yourself. So if you really look closely, you may hear things from your DM saying, like, I've been working on myself the last 4 years or last 5 years. The reason why I can't be with you now, or I'm not interested in you, is not because I'm not interested in you, but rather I'm still figuring things out. So you have to not take what your twin flame says literally at times. Teresa, that's amazing that you've been speaking affirmations and it's been helpful. Peta, family life balance and self care, both of us like it. Yes, so once you start focusing on that, paying attention to it, facing your fears, conquering your fears, then you will see shifts. So that's how you hack the mirroring matrix, guys. So please, if you have any more questions, ask me. I'm going to wrap up in another 10 minutes. If you want a paid reading, feel free to DM me. And I may introduce a few new healings or readings, so always check out my album or my website. And I'm always happy. You can also book a video session with me, then I can channel on the spot for you, or an Agashik record. My 3D thoughts reports, they are quite a hit because I actually tap into the 3D mind of your twin, and that's interesting at the things that come up. There are also other mission oriented reports that I specialize in. My soul reports are quite popular, so you may want to check that out. So, guys, any more questions? Then I'll just wrap up what mirroring is, and then I will think about a topic for next week. So, guys, any ideas on what you want me to talk about next week? Please comment right now, and then we can fix the topic for next week. These series have been really, really fun for all of us, and there's a lot of interaction, and so happy to have you guys always. And I hope you guys are all evolving and progressing in your journeys. Always remember, this is not a destination to reach, it's rather an experience. And every step of the way, things may change, and things may change for the good. So always stay positive. Yeah, yes, you may check that out. You can look at my album and you can book a session. Yeah, so I also do some healings, but always remember, guys, healing begins from within. The healing I do is Reiki, Isis, Seichim, and Star healing. I also do Agashik records clearing. That's pretty good because then it resets all the old stuff and then you would feel brand new. So yeah, there are a couple of healings that you may consider, but always remember, pray to the divine, pray to God for guidance, and you always believe that you're fully capable of giving yourself your own guidance and also of healing. So it all goes back to this. Once you figure out your issues, you can work from there. So example, you are disinterested in something, not because you're disinterested in it because you hate it. You're disinterested in it because you fear it. So then you know, okay, that's what I have to work on. So go do it. Go. There are a lot of things that we have that we want to do and we don't do. So go do it. Go take that solo trip. If that's what you're fearing, of traveling alone, of being judged, then go do it. Like the first time I traveled alone, I was like, oh, everyone's looking at me and they think that I'm a weirdo. But now I love going on solo trips, because when I go on trips with family or friends or your spouse, or what happens is you can't do everything that you want to do. The advantage of solo traveling is you can do whatever you want to. You can eat whatever you want to. You can literally wake up at the middle of the night if it's a safe city and go for a walk. But if you're with your family or your friends, they may be like, oh, can we just do it tomorrow? So do things that you fear and avoiding but you want to do. Mind, body, soul is so connected. Yes, Alignment. So mirroring goes back to alignment and out of alignment. So to summarize it, if you want to head towards union, if you're in alignment, if you're mirroring the right stuff and you're working on the right stuff, learning, evolving, union is in the cards. But always remember, it's better to clear all your issues before you get into union, so that the union will last this lifetime and many more lifetimes to come. So do you want to go be with an unhealed divine masculine, or would your divine masculine want to be with an unhealed divine feminine? It's going to be disaster, and twin flame connection is so intense, you're going to drive each other nuts. And that is the reason why God has designed it such that only when you guys are ready, you unite. Till then, you work on yourself. I have a video on Dark Night of the Soul, so go and check that out. I also have videos on detachment, the state of watchfulness. If you ever need an activation, there's this healing that has been popular lately. It's called the healing. So basically, what it does is it strengthens your connection with your DM's higher self, and it triangulates back to his 3D self, and so you have that activation going there, and it would strengthen your connection with his 5D self as well. So if you want to inquire about any of my paid healings or readings, you can DM me and I'll happy to advise you through. But always remember, healing begins from within and praying to God. I know I keep saying that, but surrender to your creator, guys. Surrender to God, because God brought us here. God guides us through, and in the darkest moments, God is with us. And if you are able to realize this, your life will flow and you will be in divine union with everything. It's all about alignment. And please, the next time if you're triggered by mirroring, you have to actually watch your triggers. So triggering is something that you have to work on as well. So guys, if you guys have no more questions, I will leave in a couple of minutes, and let me know what topic you guys have. You guys can always post it on the wall, or there's this thread in the past which I'll try to dig up and see. So there's so many other beautiful topics that I've been planning and discussing and thinking. So we will have that. And have a wonderful second week of March. And I'm going to just wrap up on the intensity of the connections this week. So if divine feminines, if you're feeling really rattled and triggered, I want you to actually spend time resting, self-love. Give yourself a lot of self-love. Spend some me time if you can. Spend time with your loved ones, your family members, and take care. Thank you, Bharati. Thank you. I'm going to read out your comment. Thank you so much for your early morning start time and energy. Have a great week. Thank you. And Bharati, please have a great week too, and continue having fun during playing with your kids, because your DM is watching you and mirroring that energies right back. And it's beautiful and everything is going well. And Karen, take care. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Annalisa. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Amy, thank you so much for being here. Oh, thank you so much for all your love and motivation, because it's because of y'all I'm actually motivated to do this every week. If no one is here, I'll be like, am I talking to myself? So it really means a lot that you guys actually take this hour to actually be with me, and I believe in discussions rather than discourses or just reiterating what I know, because we're all learning, we're all evolving, and it should be about discussion and learning and figuring things out. Because remember, you're not alone, and you have all these beautiful people to support one another in this journey. But if you are feeling ever down, please pray to God. And if you ever need support or guidance, you can always contact me for a paid reading or healing. Always remember, don't lose faith. The journey is hard, but always go to the state of watchfulness. And if you want to know what watchfulness is, I think I did the video a couple of weeks back. Check that out. And take care. Have a great weekend. A quick energy check of the collectives. The energies will get better by the end of next week. So, next weekend, the energies will be much lighter and things will get better, guys. And your DM is actually having a lot of fun. So, be happy for your DM. Genuinely. Oh, you're welcome, Amy. I'm so happy to share what I'm able to channel and know, and all God's grace. I thank God every day for my gifts and being able to inspire you guys, motivate you guys. And thanks for actually acknowledging it because that means a lot. So, have a great Sunday. Take care and bye bye. Love you all always.